Hello learners, you all are welcome to senior secondary level mathematics program. Dear learners, in our previous class we have already discussed about limits of different functions, and when talking about limit of different function we have discussed about the existence of limit. That means the left hand limit is equal to the right hand limit, and also we have discussed about different techniques and method to find out the limiting value of the functions. Now we will be discuss about one of the very important aspects in mathematics, particularly the calculus part, that is continuous of the function. That means we can say continuity of the function. When talking about continuity of the function, that means when we plot the graph of that particular function, the graph will be not discontinuity. That means the graph will be not breaks. Any place or any point the graph will be not break or jumps. Then we can say this function is the continuous function. Now we will be more discuss about when a particular point the function will be continuous or not continuous, or what are the different criteria a function shall to be, we can say, the continuous function. Dear learners, we just observe that the trigonometry function f of x equal to sin x, the function sin x is continuous at x equal to a. Now we have to check another function, that is exponential function. We have to show that, we have to check that whether exponential function is continuous or not. You check, when talking about exponential function, that means we can write f of x equal to e to power x. This is the exponential function. Okay. Now we have to check whether this function is continuous or not continuous. We know that in the exponential function e raised to the power x, the all domains are in the real number. So we can say the domain of e to power x, which is also element of a real number, and we have to check arbitrarily, let a be the one of the arbitrary point, and we have to show that whether exponential function f of x equal to e to power x is continuous at x equal to a. Okay. So same way we have to proceed. Suppose limit x tends to a f of x. First we have to check the functional value. We are going to find out the limiting value. Then we have to find out the functional value. Then we have to equating that limiting value with the functional value. If they are equal, then we can say continuous. So now limit x tends to x, limit x tends to a f of x equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h. Okay. So limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h, we can write limit h tends to 0, and e raised to the power x, in place of x we have to write a plus h. So I can write limit h tends to 0 e to the power, I can write a plus h. Okay. Then I can write also limit h tends to 0 e to the power a into e to the power h. Okay. Again we can write, we can write same things, limit h tends to 0 e to the power a, I can take as a constant e to the power a, limit h tends to 0, h tends to 0, that means e to the power h. So what will be result? Then the result will be get, that means e to the power a into 1, because limit e to the power a is the constant quantity, h tends to 0 e to the power h, the formula that value is 1. So I can write e raised to the power a into 1, and the result will be e raised to the power a. That means the limiting value is equal to e raised to the power a. So we can write, very simply we can write that limit x tends to a f of x which is equal to e to the power x, that function we are checking that value is equal to e raised to the power. That means I can write limit x tends to a, f of x equal to e raised to the power a. That limiting value result we have got limit x tends to a, f of x equal to e to the power a. Now, at which point at x equal to a? Now, we have to find the functional value. That means, we can say f of a, I can write e in place of x, I can write a. So, what we get? Here we get that two things we have get. The limiting value result, that result is the limiting value result, and second thing is the functional value result. What do you observe? What do we observe? The limiting value is equal to functional value. So, if limiting value is equal to functional value, we can conclude that the exponential function e raised to the power x at x equal to a is continuous. So, we can say this function f of x equal to e to raised to power x is continuous. That function is also continuous. That is the result. Now, we have to move the other aspect we must have to understand, and we must have to learn also. We must have to learn also, that is what are the other things comes under the continuity. The first thing is the properties of continuous function. What are the different properties? We can say what are the different nature, behavior of the continuous function. The first thing is we can say all constant functions are continuous. That means those all type of constant functions are also continuous at everywhere. That is the unique result, we can say unique behavior, we can say unique properties of the continuous function. For example, suppose I have taken f of x equal to c. Okay. That means I can write limit x tends to a, f of x equal to, I can write limit x tends to a, that means c, we can, that means limit x tends to a, that result we will get c, and result will be c. And f of a, what will we get? F of a also you will get c. A be the an arbitrary points, and all domain of constant function we know that all are real number. So, what we get? The limiting value, here the limiting value and functional value is all are equal, that constant quantity. So, we can say all constant functions are continuous in nature. That is the very important result, and we must have to understand, and we must have to remember also, because this result will help in our other problems, because it helps to solve this behavior, these characteristics will be helpful to solve other problems that are involved with the continuous of the function. Now, we move to next. What are the next properties? You see, the next property is if a function is continuous, that means simply we can say if a function is continuous, then the constant multiple of a function is also a continuous function. For example, if a function is continuous, then the constant multiple, suppose I have taken f of x, suppose f of x equal to suppose x. It is the suppose it is the continuous function. It is the continuous function. Now, if we multiply f of x equal to 7 by 2x, what we did? Here just we have multiplied 7 by 2, a constant quantity multiply with a continuous function. The result is, if we multiply a constant multiple with a continuous function, then this function is also continuous. We can check and we can also show it, but this is the one of the property. That means, if you will multiply a constant quantity with a continuous function, then the result will be also a continuous function. Okay, we must have to understand it also. And we move to the next properties. The properties 3. The properties 3 is talking that is simply that the addition or subtraction of a two continuous function is also a continuous function. That means if you add or subtract with two continuous function, the result will be also a continuous function. For example, suppose f of x is a continuous function. Suppose g of x is another function is continuous function. Then if we add these two functions, that means I can write f of x plus g of x is also, we can say, is also continuous function. That is the very important result, very important result. We must have to remember this one. That means we simply can say that, very simply we can write that if addition or subtraction between the two continuous function, the result will be also continuous function. For example, suppose f of x equal to x square, okay. G of x is suppose 5x, okay. Suppose f of x, suppose this is the continuous function, and 5 of second function, that is g of x equal to 5x is continuous function. Then two result will be get. What is the two result? F of x plus g of x, that is also continuous. This is also continuous function. And another things will be get, very beautiful result. Very beautiful result, that is if we be subtract, suppose we have add and we can also subtract. That means you will see that this is the addition. I can write also f of x minus g of x, which is equal to, which is also a continuous function, which is also a continuous function. That is the very important things. That means if we will add or subtract two functions, the result will be also a continuous function. That is the very important, we can say very important properties. Now we will be moved to the next property. Next property is called the multiplication and division of two continuous function is also a continuous function. That means what is the things? The thing is the multiplication and division. Multiplication will not end, multiplication or division. Suppose f of x is a one function, it is suppose, this is the suppose a continuous function, and g of x is also a continuous function, okay. Now result is f of x into g of x is also a continuous function. That is the very important result. Similarly, we can write also f of, suppose f of x, suppose we can say, very simply we can say that suppose f of x, that is the property 4, that is the division case. The division case also we can write, division case also we can write that multiplication and division. That means I can write multiplication and division. That means f of x, if continuous function, divided by g of x, the result will be also a continuous function, either multiplication or division. Then we can say these are the continuous function. Now for example, suppose more example I would like to give you. Suppose f of x equal to x square and g of x equal to suppose 5x, and f of x which is x square, suppose this is the equation 1, this is equation 2, and 1, 2 both are continuous, So, I can write x square divided by 5x will be also a continuous function. And multiplication means x square multiply with 5x. Okay, this will be also a continuous function. This is a very we can say very important result. The multiplication or division of two continuous function is also a continuous function. Okay. Now, we will be move to the next properties. That properties 5 is talking, that is the modulus of a continuous function is also a continuous function. That means very simply I can write the modulus of a continuous function. We know that f of x, suppose x modulus is also a continuous function. That means the modulus of continuous function is also a continuous function. If you take we can, by giving example, we can also we can also solve it. For example, suppose the idea is I have to take f of x equal to modulus x. We know that the modulus of x equal to x if we can say if x greater than 0, okay, and modulus of x equal to minus x if x less than 0. That part we already know कि अगर x 0 से ज़्यादा है, the modulus of x equal to x, and modulus of x the result will be minus x, negative होगा if x less than 0. Okay, that result we know that. Let's see, we have to check the limiting value whether is equal to functional value. We just checking that whether modulus functions are continuous or not continuous. Okay, let's see. We can write also limit x tends to 0 minus, because suppose I have taken 0 minus second case. So, I can write f of x which is equal to limit h tends to 0 minus, that means 0 minus h, I can write which equal to minus, that means limit h tends to 0 minus h which is equal to 0. Okay. Similarly, suppose I would like to take f of x, that modulus positive part, suppose I take when x greater than 0, suppose limit x tends to 0 plus f of x which is equal to limit h tends to 0 plus, that means 0 plus h which is equal to, we know that limit h tends to 0 plus that value h which is equal to also 0. So, left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. So, I can write very simply, I can write that limit h tends to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 plus f of x. That means left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, and we can write limit x tends to 0 f of x equal to 0, and we know that in case of our target is whether f of x equal to x modulus is continuous or not continuous. Okay. I can write also f of a at the point at x equal to a, f of a which is equal to, we get 0. So, we can say that limiting value is equal to functional value. So, we can conclude that the modulus function is continuous. is also a continuous function. That means we can say that the modulus of a continuous function is also a continuous function. That means modulus of a continuous function is also a continuous function. That means very simply f of x equal to x modulus is continuous at x equal to a. Let us check another example. The function f of x is equal to sin 2x by x, where x not equal to 0 and the is equal to 2 where x equal to 0, and we have to check whether this function is continuous at x equal to 0. So, when we are checking a function that whether it is continuous or not continuous, we have to check the two conditions. The first condition is whether the limit of the function is exist or not exist. It is supposed to be exist, and in order to show that function is exist, we must have to check the left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. This is the first condition. Second condition is the limiting value of the function must have equal with the functional value. Okay. So, let us see, we have to check the left hand limit with equal to the right hand limit. Suppose I would like to take limit x tends to 0 minus f of x equal to limit x tends to 0 minus sin 2x by x. I can write limit h tends to 0, that means h tends to 0 sin 2 0 minus h by 0 minus h. So, I can write limit h tends to 0, that means minus sin 2h by, I can write minus h, because 0 minus h which equal to minus h. So, minus minus will be cancelled. So, I can write limit h tends to 0 sin 2h divided by 2h multiply with 2 by 1, because it was sin 2h, I just divide 2 and multiply with 2. So, we know that limit h tends to 0 sin 2h by 2h which is equal to 1, that result will be 1, and this is the constant quantity. So, I can write 1 multiply with 2 by 1 and the result will be 2. So, we get the left hand limit, the value is 2. Okay. Now, we will be move to the next positive part, that is right hand limit. I can write limit x tends to 0 plus f of x equal to limit x tends to 0 plus, that is sin 2x by x. I can write limit h tends to 0 sin 2, and in place of x I can write 0 plus 8, that is 0 plus 8 divided by 0 plus h. So, I can write limit h tends to 0 sin 2h by h. Okay. So, what we will do here, limit h tends to 0 sin 2h divided by 2h into 2 by 1, because here also we divide, here what we did, divide 2 and multiply 2, that means there will be no problems. So, we know that limit h tends to 0 sin 2h by h, that value equal to 1 into 2 by 1 which is equal to 2. So, what we get? The right hand limit also is equal to 2. So, what we will get? I can write that limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to 0, f of x which is equal to 2. So, now we have to get the functional value f of a. We know that f of a, if you see the f of a, this function f of a, here f of a is equal to 2. So, I can write here f of a equal to 2. So, we have to find limit x tends to 0 f of x, that means the limiting value and the functional value both are equal. So, we can conclude that function, that original function, that means the function f of x sin 2x by x and 2 is continuous. This function is continuous because we have checked that limiting value is equal to functional value and left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. So, we can conclude that function f of x which is equal to sin 2x by x, the condition is x not equal to 0 and 2 when x equal to 0 is continuous function. Dear learners, we have discussed about, basically we have discussed about the continuity of the function, that means which condition, which case the function is continuous. Two things we have to conclude. In order to show that the function is continuous, the first condition is the limit is exist, that means the left hand limit must have equal to right hand limit. The second condition is the limiting value is equal to functional value. That means when we are going to checking the continuity of the function, two conditions we must have to check. If we have to plot the graph of the function will never jump or we can break. So, it is continuous means nowhere it will break, nowhere it will be jumped. Then we can say the function is continuous. So, dear learners, I hope that you have enjoyed learning with me, and in our next session we will be more discuss about your calculus part, that is the derivative part. Thank you, learners.